Woods, aka that yoga dude, will feel free to feel free. Our gut, our intuition, our decision making. Let's work on it today. Let's raise that left knee up to meet the left hand. Ooh, lots going on here. I'm strong in that right leg. I'm strong in the hips. And then we start to open it up, stabilizing using our belly muscles, our core, the obliques, the side. Whoa, watch yourself now. Finding that balance in the legs, finding that balance in the hips, using those core muscles, getting strong and tighten our center, our core. Same thing, other side. We're gonna lift that right knee up and then open it out. Just warm it up, getting the muscles familiar with resistance, using the leg to resist, finding a balance, and then slowly dropping it down. You can always use a chair or something if you don't have that balance. Whatever works for you. We're going to inhale, bring both hands up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the side and forward fold, stretching it out. All right, let me show you from the side. Now, I'm extending the spine here. So my legs are straight, my hips are pushing back, my head's pulling forward. This is a stretch in the lower back. So the lower core wraps all the way through your back. We want to stretch that there by bringing the chest up. We're going to drop the knees down, bend the knees, drop the hips down. Come on down to the ground. We're going to work on the core from our seated position, the belly. I'm slowly going to bring the knees up towards my chest. I'm using my hands here, using my arms to assist with them. As I continue to breathe, maybe I can take the one arm away, still holding it, the other one, still holding it, still breathing. The focus is on breath here. My chest reaches up as my knees remain. I can lower down and see what that feels like. I can extend the legs, see what that feels like. A little shake there, one leg, the other leg. Using the core muscles to lift the legs, lift the chest. If I want, I can grab my toes, my feet, whatever, and find that balance using the core as I straighten the legs, straighten the arms, rest, relax, and breathe as I use the core strength and then relax. Ooh, that takes a lot. Bringing the arms around the front of the legs to bring those in, stretching out the back, stretching out the center. Ooh, you feel those. Good. And then I'm going to lay on my back, scoop my heels closer towards my hips, and then bring the hips up to the sky. I'm pushing my feet into the ground, bringing my hips, bringing my belly up. Once again, this is wrapping around the whole core, the lower back, the lower belly. Working into that gut, helping with digestion, flushing out the system, massaging the body with breath. And we're going to bring the hips up, the lower body, the glutes. All that is a part of our core, the front of the legs. And then we bring the knees in and stretch it out. And then we rock it out. A little massage on the spine. Also helping us to stabilize as we roll up and roll back. Little mini crunches. And if you want to, you can keep the feet off the ground when you roll up. See if you can keep the feet off the ground. And then we're going to come into circles, navigating the body using those core muscles. Float the feet, float the arms off the ground as you roll up and massage the spine. And just figure out what feels good for you in that moment. Stretching in the hips and the lower belly. And then slowly extend that leg and drop it down. Good. You can let that right leg hover off the ground, reach it up. I'm using the left leg as support. And then we switch. Extend the left leg, cross it over the right. Stretch out the lower belly and the hip there. Extend that left leg. Hold it, hover it nice and slowly to the ground. And then pick it on back up using those abdominal muscles. Arms relax, face relax. Finding relaxation as we lift that leg for a deep stretch. Good. I'm going to cross the legs here. Lower onto my back. Into our cross-legged position. And then use the hands to walk up the legs to do an assisted crunch there. All right. So we're not using the feet like when we're in a regular crunch in the ground. So we have to lift more. And you can lift the legs up and then lift the chest up and then lift the legs up, or just keep lifting the legs up when they're crossed. Hands can help the legs to come up, or you can go with no hands if you want more resistance. It's up to you as you build into your practice. Ooh, that was a crunch right there with the folded legs to give more of a resistance. All right. Now, as much as we want to create resistance, we also want to stretch. So I'll come into this tabletop position and I'm going to send that right leg back behind me. Good. Keeping my hip pointed down. We'll bring the knee into the chest and send it back. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart. As we move to the other side, extend that leg back and bring the knee into the chest. Really crunching it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, breathe it out. Nice. The extension strengthens the legs, the core. The arms are being strengthened, the legs are being strengthened. And then here's a deep stretch in the feet and the hip there as we sit back into our heroes pose. Just kind of letting all the burn and the learning to trust your gut and build up your health, your core. And as always, feel free to feel free and namaste. Peace.